It is 8:22. You're listening to Community Radio, KGNU. The world was watching Colorado on January 1st as the first ever legal recreational marijuana sales happened in towns around the state. Marijuana is certainly a buzz topic right now, so it's a perfect time to release a movie on that very subject. And that's what a group of Denverites are doing this weekend at the Oriental Theater when they release the DVD of Tokeasy. I asked co-director Sean Williams for a synopsis of the film.
Tokeasy is a satirical comedy that parallels marijuana today to alcohol during Prohibition, and it follows Royce, Bud, and Tyrell, who are three people who work for the police station, kind of cleaning crime scenes, and they're cleaning a house of an old woman who dies, and they find a secret passage in her house that leads down to an old speakeasy that was being used as a medical marijuana grow room, and so they get the idea to start a Tokeasy, a speakeasy but with marijuana. And the movie follows them as they go through that and kind of run into some different problems. They have a racist police dog they have to deal with, a fraudulent medical marijuana doctor. And so the story was written by Wally Wallace, who also co-directed the movie. And he wrote it. He'd been kind of turning it over in his head for a couple years, and then He left the United States and went and studied abroad in New Zealand right kind of before all of the dispensaries started taking off in Denver. When he got back to Colorado, he just saw dispensaries everywhere, and he decided that if there was going to be a time to make a marijuana movie, now's the right time.
Chaz Grundy, do you feel somehow as an actor that there's a responsibility for art and for movies and for actors to really explore some of these very, very important social issues, albeit in a very kind of funny, satirical way as you're doing in Tokeasy?
Well, I do want to say there is a responsibility. I don't know if it would be my responsibility as an actor, but some of us, yes, do have that responsibility.
Well, Joshua Ray, you play Bud Parker in the movie. It's kind of your idea, I suppose, your character's idea to set up this Tokeasy, and you have a background as a stoner. Your character is, I guess, maybe more familiar with the marijuana culture. I'll ask you the same question that I asked Chaz. Do you think that films and actors and the arts in general have some kind of responsibility to help society navigate through some of these really important social issues? As we're seeing, marijuana, this is really new territory for the state of Colorado and all the people living in it. Do films like Tokeasy and other films that address these issues in different ways, is that helping society somehow navigate some of these issues?
Well, absolutely. I think it gives an audience a good chance to see what maybe, a stoner is like. As society goes, when you think of a stoner, you think of a degenerate who's just, sucking the life out of society, and that's just not the case, and that's what my character in the film, Bud Parker's trying to prove, and he's trying to show you that everybody as adults, we all have the right to make our own choices, and whether it be with alcohol or marijuana or any of the other things that we're allowed to choose to do as Americans, it seems like some people get caught up way too much in worrying about what everybody else does, and I think that's what Bud stands for in the film is look, I'm going to do this, and this is something that I find to be okay, and if you aren't okay with it, that's fine. Just stay out of my way and let me do what's good for me. That's what I think the most important message to people is be true to yourself and understand what you're accepting of as an individual, and then don't let anything else come in your way of that,
Actors Joshua Ray, Chaz Grundy and director Sean Williams speaking about the new marijuana satire set in Colorado. It's called Tokeasy, and there'll be a screening happening this Saturday at the Oriental Theater in Denver.